Welcome to No Limits Playhouse. Da-da-da-da. It's the Axis and Allies Anniversary 1941 version. Recap. We just finished round 7, I believe, yeah. And this is what we have rotted. Here's the Atlantic. Impressive. All that stuff right there is that. Jolly old England. The Atlantic Wall. The rest of Europe. The Med. Africa. Mother Russia. And Siberia. China. The Mideast. Asia. The Pacific. The South Pacific. And the Americas. Australia. Har har hardy har har. Well, that's how the map looks. So, of course, you know this is the Allies of Piloto, Clegg, and Prozach, whereas the Axis are WARPIG, Japan Man, and El Duce. So, let's see what Germany has done. Well, they took back Karelia finally. Moved their stuff into the Baltics. Built that stuff in Germany. They took and lost Northwest Europe. They took it back and then they lost it again to the Americans. More on that later. Of course, they built their Atlantic Wall. They took Egypt away from the Americans, but they lost it from the British forces, of course. So that's then. They still have a little bit of Africa. And the next round, probably not. Still have a transport in the Indian Ocean. Impressive. So, let's see what Germany has lost this round. They lost 46 IPCs worth of units. It was what, 3 tanks, 5 men, a bomber due to the AA gun in Moscow when he bombed it. 5 IPCs, but the AA gun got his bomber. And of course artillery. All these losses mainly in Egypt and Egypt and in Europe. So all that other stuff he lost in the first 6 rounds. 46 plus that, 302 marks. So he goes over the 300 mark. He's a big mark. And so, let's see what he'd be collecting. He got a base pay of 40 IPCs and 3 NOs, or 55, my favorite number. So, see what Japan has done. My Japan. Well, I had to take back the Philippines from the Americans yet again. I went into Moscow, a whole bunch of units. Lost a serious amount. You got all. Let's see. What did I lose in that attack? I lost 2 fighters, 2 bombers, 1 man, and 5 tanks. And Moscow only lost 4. I think 3 tanks and an artillery. Just 4 units. And I only could get And he gets all that stuff of mine in 2 rounds of battle. Unfrickin' believable. Ugh. Oh well. Well, at least I softened up for the Germans, at least. So, I had to take off my repairs that Germans originally done to the Caucasus factory. But I don't mind. To take 5 off. I built 4 more tanks and moved some more tanks in there. Move up my tanks to Persia as well. Bought some aircrafts for my factories. Move further to Kazakh. Yeah, he took away from my Novosibirsk, but he moved his forces further away from Siberia, so I went further in towards him, getting more IPCs for myself, as I deserve. And there's my impressive fleet. Most impressive. Let's see what I lost this round. Lost about... Lost 80 IPCs worth of units. Look at that. 2 fighters, 2 bombers, 2 men, 5 tanks. And take 5 damages off of my Caucasus factory. And let's see what I'm collecting. Let's see, I got about a base pay of 44, I believe. No, 54. What am I talking about? Plus all my NOs of 15, so that's 69 IPCs I'll be spending next round. Probably the last round too, hopefully. Let's see what Italy has done. Italy lost a few units in the battle for France against the British. It took a few unit casualties of infantry and a tank, and also an AA gun. But Italy brought 6 more men and a couple more fighters from Italy to rebuild that Atlantic Wall. And they built more men and a tank while keeping 2 planes in there. Of course, they lost Gibraltar and their lone transport as well. So I'll be losing my NO for the next round, perhaps. And I still have a little presence in Europe. They put a tank in Leningrad and into Belarusia. And they get a couple options where to go with those 2 tanks. Very good, Duchy. El Duchy. And still maintaining a presence in the Indian Ocean. Those worthless tanks, those worthless subs couldn't get me. So I'm doing some escort duty in the Indian Ocean for Italy. Yeah, let's see what they lost this round. They lost 33 in IPCs of units. They lost 5 men, a gun, transport, and a tank. So Italy goes into the 100 club of 104 liras lost in this war so far. The base pay is 13. They still get their NO of 5. A total of 18 to spend next round. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Now for Russia's turn. Piloto, El Magnifico. He's been keeping the Allies in his games so far. Try to take through Clegg's dice. Try to take Belarusia. But he could not. He lost, I think, a few units, and I forget what it was. And what else did they do? They took back Archangel to get back their NO. And took back Novosibirsk, while pulling away further from Siberia to try to join with the Moscow force. And they built about 8 tanks in there. They lost 4 units already, but they still have 8 tanks from Mother Russia. Let's see how long they can last. Next round, after Germany's turn. Let's see what else they... not much going on after that. As I said, they a valiant defense against my Japanese. Only 4 units lost against a whole bunch of my units lost. And they still have a presence in the med with their useless sub. So, see what they lost. They take 5 damage off their bomb factory in Moscow. They lost a couple of artillery, a couple of men, an A gun, and 5 tanks altogether, I believe. But base pay of 14 plus 5 NO. So have 19 for next round. Let's see if they get to spend it. Hope not. Clegg's UK turn. Let's see what they have on it. Yeah, well, they took back their Egypt, taking more back of their Africa. Turned the Africa K into a C. They said they finally get to do something, but taking out a defenseless transfer who wasn't doing any wrong. Of Italy's. He did a second attempt into to France, but losing, but taking a lot of enemy units away from it. A total of about 6 units away, enemy units away from France's defense. So, and while getting a whole bunch of hits on his bombardment sheds, but suffering no AA gunfire of damages to themselves. Look what they've been with the Allies. They build up more. Jolly old England. Still maintaining their Australia and still in Eskimo and Alaska. Let's see. What have they lost? They lost about 39 IPCs and units. They lost an artillery, fighter, 2 tanks, and 5 men altogether. So they go into the 200 club of 237 pounds, which is pretty heavy. But they're still in third place. No. Yeah, it's still in third place in total units losses among all the major nations. Let's see what they collect no NOs, but they'll be collecting 28 in base pay. Spend the next round. Very good. So let's see what the Americans did of Prozachs. They took back their Northwest Europe. Well, it wasn't theirs in the first place, but they took it back away from the Germans, suffering just a casualty of an infantry. Bravely taking back Gibraltar. About what? 6 to 1 odds. How brave of you. While building up in Canada and the eastern United States. And furthering their navy into the New Guinea Sea Zone. What are they going to do with that one? They were too brave to attack the Philippine waters, of course, as always. While moving their fighter into Libya. And let's see what they lost 26 in units, IPC losses. Lost a transport, 2 tanks, and 3 infantry, I believe. Yeah, 3 infantry. Base pay and saved is 46 IPCs plus 10 in NOs. 56 they may uselessly spend next round. course, China is out of the game, so they're still at 34 yuan's loss. Let's see. See, Russia's at 320 rubles lost in this war, so they're in first place in IPC losses. Whereas Germany is at also in the 300 club. They're in second place in 302 marks. While Britain's at 237, third place. Me fourth place, and who cares about the Americans? Let's see. Now, Italy's at 13, so it's 3 up on its base pay still. From its base pay of 10. And the UK from 43 down to 28. Nothing much they could do about that. Whereas Germany still had its original base pay of 31 on the charts. America +1, big deal. At 41, whereas Japan all the way up to 52 from 17. Impressive. Most impressive. So let's see what the victory cities are. Germany got 3 of their originals, Berlin, Warsaw, and Paris, but they captured Leningrad. Of course, Japan still has its original Tokyo and Shanghai, but captured 4 victory cities of Manila, Hong Kong, Calcutta, and Stalingrad. Rome, still Rome, but they've maintained their victory city. So a total of 11 victory cities have required 13 to win this game. And where the allies are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down to 7 victory cities. Poor allies. Not. So, next up will be round 8 of Germany's turn. WARPIG. So, stay tuned for that. You'll be glad you did. Possibly the last round, maybe. Hopefully. It's been a long, bloody war. Hope you all enjoyed that. I know I did. We all did as well. So, stay tuned for WARPIG's turn. Coming up soon. No living out.